Well, it's my belief that the Attorney General can do a much better job at this. You have to prosecute consumer fraud to send the message to the scam artists that not on my watch, not in Arizona. I don't see a lot of consumer fraud prosecution coming out. Now, having said that, the other area is that we are really trying to level the playing field for the compliant businesses. This is something I know personally. When I was representing the Departments of Insurance, Banking, and Real Estate, that was one of my jobs, was to investigate consumer fraud, deceptive practices by individuals who are selling a commodity, a product. When I was when I was the head of the Department of Financial Institutions, I oversaw the mortgage industry, I oversaw the collection agency industry, and community banks and credit unions. Without a doubt, in those 17 years I spent in the trenches, 99% of the businesses are trying to do the right thing. 99% of the businesses know that goodwill comes from treating consumers well and doing the right thing by them. It's that 1%, which might be thousands of companies, that is hurting the consumer, ruining the reputation of the rest of the industry, and also taking business away from the compliant businesses who are trying to do the right thing and may not be willing to make those kinds of deceptive comments or exaggerate a product and therefore get the consumer to go with them. I can tell you this from personal experience. When my dad was selling State Farm insurance, I told him that I was going to be working in the AG's office, and some of my cases would be about, insurance agents that had done the wrong thing, and I would be investigating them. And he was a State Farm agent for 50 years, and he said to me, after a long pause, he said, "You know what? Good, because it's the bad ones that make the good ones look bad too." And I saw that firsthand in the mortgage industry. And I saw the pendulum swing from no regulation to too much regulation. And I think the balance is that in the area of consumer fraud, state resources are limited. The Attorney General is the steward of taxpayer money, and you need to focus on the worst of the worst. I think there's a lot of scammers out there that need to be held accountable, and we need to focus on them. In the area of senior fraud, we have a plan to do what's called AG on the go, where we will take a van, which the AG's office has, and we will go to the community centers, we will go to the senior centers, we will provide assistance, whether it's for a living will or whether it's power of attorney documents, or whether it's helping them understand when offers are too good to be true. I was out on the campaign trail in Sun City, and a gentleman came up to me and he said, "I think I'm vulnerable." And he told how he had lost his wife, he wasn't the same, and then he handed me a contract for a vacuum cleaner that he had bought. The vacuum he had bought was about $850, and by the time he had paid the high interest rates on the loan he had taken out to pay for his vacuum, the vacuum was about a $1,500 vacuum, and it was clear that he had entered into something he didn't truly understand. And so that's the kind of folks we need to be protecting our seniors from, helping them to avoid being a victim of consumer fraud, and then also making sure our playing field is level for compliant companies.